used to hate mornings. If you've been here for a number of years, you remember breakfast was my least favorite meal to cook because I hated mornings. And then I discovered the one thing that would change my life forever. I realized why I hated mornings. It's because I wasn't getting ready for them the night before. Changing that changed everything. Now mornings are my favorite. I mean, I still don't wake up whistling, as Titus pointed out the other morning. It still takes me a little while to wake up, but I don't hate mornings anymore. So if you were like me and you hate mornings and you wake up and you get in a bad mood because the morning's not going the way you want it to go, I'm here to help you. I'm your sister. I'm your friend. You gotta get ready the night before. It's almost like a shift prep. If you work in the restaurant business or if you ever have, you know what I'm talking about. First shift, get stuff ready for second shift. Second shift, get stuff ready for third shift. Third shift, get stuff ready for first shift. That way, when the next group of people come in, everything's already set up and ready for them to go. So you're kind of helping yourself out. Your night self is helping out your morning self, and you will love each other. You will love yourself. First thing, if you like coffee, get your coffee maker ready the night before. I already got this one ready. It's a Mr. Coffee. This one I love because it has the timer on it where you can set it to start making the coffee on its own. I've got it set for 4:15 a.m. The smell of coffee wakes me up in the morning, and I know that I have everything set up and ready for breakfast, and that it's clean in here. That's another big deal. If you wake up to a messy kitchen, you're not gonna wanna make breakfast because you gotta clean it up before you can make breakfast. So go to bed with a clean kitchen and prep for breakfast. Doesn't matter what you're having for breakfast, even if it's cereal. Sit out the cereal boxes, get out some bowls, spoons, have everybody's, little bowl and spoon areas set up. It will motivate you, I promise. It seems like that's nothing, just grab bowls out in the morning, but I promise you it's very motivational to have breakfast stuff set up. In the morning, we're making oat cakes, but we're not gonna make the raspberry topping that's in this cookbook. This is the Homemade Amish Cooking Cookbook. I got this from Ollie's, I believe. Yeah, Ollie's. So what I'm doing over here is getting everything set up for that. I already have the milk measured out. We're doubling the recipe, so this is 2.5 cups of milk. I'm gonna go ahead and stick this back in the refrigerator, but I already have it measured out and ready to go. That way in the morning, I know this is exactly the amount of milk I need. I've got my oats measured out, and this is the quick cooking oats. We need 1 cup, so I've already got them measured. I'm not going to mix this with the flour mixture because we are going to toast these oats a little bit before we add them in. So we'll just set these over to the side. In here, I have 2 cups of whole wheat flour, and we're going to put in 1.5 tablespoons of baking powder and 1 teaspoon of salt. We'll go ahead and stir all this together, and I'm just going to cover it, and it's going to sit right over here with the quick cooking oats. So I have all this measured out and ready to go. And like I said, sometimes it's a lot easier to set up for breakfast. Like if you're just having cereal, just sit that stuff out. If you're just gonna have toast and eggs, sit your bread out, put out the pan for the eggs. Just do any little thing you can do to go ahead and set up for it. And I promise you, you might not think that it is, but it is very motivating in the mornings. I have a lid for this bowl somewhere, y'all, but I'm not sure where it is at the moment. So we'll just cover it with some plastic wrap. Now, the next thing we need is 1 cup of plain yogurt. This is a 1 cup measuring cup, so I'm just gonna put the yogurt in here. We'll cover this, put it in the refrigerator with the milk, and that's it in the morning. Oh yeah, and we will go ahead and set out our pan. Oh, we will need about 1/4 cup of sugar. Let me go ahead and measure that out too. I'm thinking these are kind of going to taste like buckwheat pancakes. We get a buckwheat mix from Nora Mill Granary in Helen. Oh yeah, some of y'all were asking about coming to Helen soon, how it was here from the hurricane. Everything's good here. As far as I know, everything is also good in Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg from the YouTube channels that we've been watching. It was other places in Tennessee that got hit really hard. North Carolina, of course. If you're looking for somewhere to donate, I'm going to have a few places linked down below. There are lots of places to donate, but just be careful. There are some that I've heard fake donation places opening up trying to get people to donate money, and they're not real. So be careful of those. I'll link a few down below that we know for sure are trustworthy. Just be careful with that. There are a lot of folks trying to do scams, which is very sad. I know a lot of people are still out of power. Even some of y'all have said that you don't have power still. I think somebody was in South Carolina that still didn't have power. Several places were hit really hard, and we're praying for everybody. Some people missed our video where we talked about it. But yeah, everything was good here. We just lost power for a little bit, and it came right back on. But I'll link the places, like I said, that I know are, and there are many others that we know are trustworthy, but I'll just link a few down below that we know for sure are actively helping right now and they're trustworthy places. And if y'all know any more, let us know in the comments below and I'll put them up in the description box. All right, I think that's all we need. The last thing I'll do before I turn the lights off and go to bed is empty the dish strainer. That way in the morning, when I come in here and start washing dishes as I'm cooking breakfast, I don't have to empty it then. We're ready to make some oat cakes. I'm just going to take the quick oats, pour them into this pan.
What's these called, baby?
Oat cakes.
Oat cakes, okay.
It's like pancakes, but oat cakes.
Okay.
We're just going to toast these a little bit in the pan with nothing in them, just the oats.
I'm going to show y'all how I do my smoothie this morning.
A lot of people have been wondering about it.
A lot of people have wondered about the smoothie. I'm doing a smoothie for inflammation. I'm going to show you how I do it.
We're just going to toast these for about 3 minutes or so. I'm still waiting on the pan to heat up a little bit more. I'll just take them about 3 minutes and we'll let them cool before we start mixing everything together. I got out my crepe pan. I decided to use it for the oat cakes instead of the other little pan I had, which was this one that I'm toasting the oats in.
I got them blueberries right there. But y'all, I do this because most of y'all know this work that we do is not an easy job. Very hard work. So the way I like to do this, I'll give you an exact measurement. I normally don't really measure it, but it's somewhere around that much, which is what, about 3/4 of a cup. And like I say, you believe it or not, now this is not something you will feel like if anybody takes this, and then you might feel some, effects of it the first time you do it, but it normally takes about 3 or 4 weeks. Now what I normally do then is my hands are clean. I pick through here and find the strawberries.
Because I don't like the strawberries.
I don't like the strawberries.
I do like strawberries, but I don't like strawberries in a smoothie. I just like the mango, pineapple, and coconut. It makes it easier for me when I make mine because there aren't so many strawberries getting in my way.
But the strawberry, for me, the strawberries and the blueberries is a great combination.
Got him one little cube of coconut in there too. Show it to him, the ginger root, in case anybody doesn't know.
Some people may not know about this stuff, but I guarantee you, and I promise you, it's very, very good for inflammation. I stay bent over holding up horses all day long. Oh,
my oats. They're toasting. We'll go ahead and move those off the heat, let them cool down.
So anyway, it's just hard work, anything.
Very hard on the back.
Very, very hard on the back. We got this much ginger.
The one thing they do need to know, I can't remember if you said it was ginger or the...
If you're taking any kind of blood thinner or anything like that, you need to talk to your doctor about this because I guarantee you it's very much like a medicine.
Is one of them a natural blood thinner?
Yeah, both of them.
Okay, both of them. Okay.
Both of them. I mean, if you take this turmeric...
I just wanted to let them know.
Yeah.
If you are already taking blood thinner.
You're taking blood thinner, don't take this unless you talk to your doctor. You see how much turmeric here? Throw that right in there like that. Take your grater, and I just come in here and grate this down. If you do it like this, your smoothie will taste really, really good, and it won't have all these strings. See, this is a real stringy root. Now there you go. You see how that did that? This juice. This is what you want to do to get full consumption of that turmeric. I'm not trying to overcomplicate this for you. I just want you to know you need a little bit of black pepper, and I just dash it like that right there. This milk has cream in it to help your body to absorb that turmeric also.
Sometimes it doesn't look that blue, purple.
That means I'm gonna have a blue Christmas, probably. This is a very good choice if you want something that will help you with inflammation.
Now we're ready to add in the toasted oats. Put in the plain yogurt. Mix that around a little bit. We'll start putting in the milk. We're going to use this 1/3 cup measuring cup. And drop us an oat cake on there. Now, just like pancakes, when we start seeing the bubbles popping on top, we know they're ready to flip. Making a little bit of whipped cream over here, y'all.
Y'all, these are oat cakes. I really like it. That's country. They're different than a very sweet pancake. Like that's kind of like a wheat thing.
Kind of like a buckwheat pancake.
I really like it. I would definitely make those again.
Alright, Manly and Jonah and Sissy are up. Sissy already ate her breakfast. Manly's about to eat his now, and Jonah's still getting ready. I think. Is he already? Yeah, he's still getting ready. He wanted watermelon instead of blueberries with his. You love watermelon, huh? Okay, here you go. Tell us what you think about them. Do they taste?
Good.
Do they taste different than regular pancakes? They're good still? Okay. Cece said she still likes regular pancakes better, but she did like them. She likes regular better. Jonah's eating his out at the picnic table. What do you think? Good? Jonah likes them too.
In 2 seconds, I almost ate them all.